season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 12.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Made the tackle. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, able to power through. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
To throw, it's Allen. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
24 is the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From midfield, here's Allen. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And 1.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
At the 11-yard
Von Bell up to make the tackle.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. He just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
To Odell Beckham. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow eluding the pressure right. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. From the gun, give to Mixon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the...
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Bills take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on first down. Beverly, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Bell. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
On third down, Patterson. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't been offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
56 to Mike, boy, 56.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked by Kevon Seymour.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Pass for the extra point.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, here's Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
Burrow's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On third down, Burrow. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The Bills take over first and 10 at the Bengals' 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll try the left side. Beverly. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Off the bootleg. Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Touchdown. Dawson Knox. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. 56, the Mike, 56, check 56.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check 55, the Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
And here's Allen off the bootleg. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Allen now on 1st down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignments.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs as the first half is winding down. And the Bills add on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And it's 3rd down.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
3-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. No, no, no.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills continue to pour it on. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Bills 49, Bengals nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's going to try and go deep again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Off the bootleg, Allen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Patterson.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
55 is my guy, 55.
On play action, Allen. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals gain a bit of respectability.
The kick is good.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it'll bring up third down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Bengal ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
He's coming. We got double up.
Again, it's Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Take him down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Hey, let's get this. Watch out. Hawk 70. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch the screen. You go tight. You got tight right there. Check.
Mixon with a first down carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Wide, get wide.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw left side, complete. That's Boyd.
Burrow's pass.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Bills.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They go play action with Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
I don't think you got it, sir. Dragon 60.
Burrow will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
56 to Mike, boys. 50 on street. 56. Hey, I'm coming. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I... Allen hit. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. You must be dreaming. Hey, check Mike.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
The intended target there was Gabriel Davis.
And it's third down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Left side caught by Diggs.
Complete.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
With it is Brown.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
60 Bison, 56. Check down.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
At the 3.
That one goes for 30 yards. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bullock as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So the onside kick is recovered, and you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Open man there is Patterson, complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
55 is mine, guys, 55.
Allen off the play fake. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Push him back. Hey, check right.
On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Second down and 10.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Today's final score, Bills 56.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh